The mysteries of the human body testify to God's existence. 11. To a greater extent than we can ever fathom, human beings are the masterpiece of creation. If human beings have a subject partner, an absolute God who created them, would that God have rendered them incapable of knowing what he says, sees or feels? Let us compare God to an artist. To create a masterpiece, an artist conceives it in his or her imagination and designs it with his or her intelligence. The artist aims to create a unique work of art, the best in the world. If the masterpiece turns out perfectly, as envisioned, the artist feels infinite joy. If the work is even better than planned, no artist in the world would say, "This isn't what I intended," and then destroy it. If a piece of art is better than originally intended, he or she will cherish it as the treasure of a lifetime, and will want to display it with pride to others. Such is the heart of an artist. If human beings have a tendency to always desire something higher and better, God must have the same tendency. If he had that mindset when he created human beings, how wonderful they must be. We can conclude that God wanted to create us as his greatest masterpiece. 12. Consider the structure of the human body, which is truly a palace of wonders. It is amazing that while each of the numerous cells is a separate entity, each cell cooperates with the other cells, without conflict, to form each of us as freely functioning individuals. We can conclude that this vast world moves and acts to perfect each of us individually. We can conclude further that everything is in motion for the purpose of fulfilling God's will. 13. The most important part of a person is the face. The most important part of the face is the eyes. If we think about it, we can say that our eyes came from our parents. Then from where did our parents' eyes come? Tracing back through our ancestry, we come to our first forebears, Adam and Eve. When the very first eyes came to be, do you think they knew of the sun's existence? No matter how much we analyze it, we can only conclude they did not. The eyelids could not have known that on Earth, moisture evaporates in the sun's radiant heat. The eyelashes did not know of airborne dust, even though one purpose for which they were created was to protect the eyes from it. We can understand that the eyes by themselves are a palace of infinite mystery, in that even before they were formed, the being who brought them into existence designed them with the sun, the airborne dust, and evaporation in mind. God is the name by which we know this subject partner who gave us birth. 14. Consider your ears. They face the front. What if they were positioned to face the other way, or what if they were missing? We would not be able to pick up sounds from in front of us. We would also not be able to hear voices from a distance. The ears were formed to catch the sound of voices coming from in front of us. Why? It is because people face each other when they talk. No one talks to the back of your head. The ears face forward because when we meet people, we talk face to face. The fact that they face front means that someone knew in advance that the ears were to hear the sounds that come from in front of us. 15. Why were the ears created? It was to capture the vibrations that pass by in the air and to harmonize them. Look at the ear carefully. It has a large auricle and a small auricle, providing the ability to screen sounds appropriately. When a loud sound is caught, the large auricle cleverly reduces the volume. If a loud sound were to enter the ear straight, it would shock the eardrum. That is why the large auricle lowers the volume, buffering it to the small auricle. Without this, the ear would have a problem. The ears did not know anything about this, but the causal being, who had a purpose for them, knew it from the beginning. That is why the ears were made the way they are. Someone knew and shaped them like that. We do not know whether this is the Creator or not, but there is someone or something there. 16. When you see the bushy eyebrows on your face, you may be displeased with them and wonder, why do I have these bushy things here? Without them, wouldn't you have a cleaner, better looking face? So why are they there? If the human face were covered with fur, would we need eyebrows? Animals, which crawl on the ground, do not need eyebrows, although they have a brow line. Yet human beings, who walk upright, absolutely need eyebrows. The eyebrow area usually protrudes slightly, like a sculpted mountain range. It is the spot most likely to indicate good fortune. Why is it made like this? Because someone knew that human beings would walk upright. 17. If human beings crawled, they would not need eyebrows. It is truly good to have them. The hair of the eyebrow grows in one direction. Why is that so? It is to send raindrops that land on the forehead off in one direction. Since the eyebrows grow in one direction and are curved slightly sideways, when water flows, it is bound to flow to the side and down. What if we had no eyebrows? Sweat and raindrops would go into our eyes and irritate them. Wouldn't that be difficult? If you look carefully at the eyes, you will see that the Creator considered that the eyebrows alone were not enough, and so equipped the eyes with eyelids to protect them. Tears are designed to flow to the side through a carefully molded channel. Safety measures are in place. I do not know who designed all of this, but it must have taken tens of thousands of years to do the research. 18. What if the nose were upside down? A shower would cause a big problem. Think how serious this would be. It is not a laughing matter. The nose symbolizes the unique position of human beings in all creation. Human beings have to observe the heavenly law. That is, they have to honor the order of relationship between high and low. So why does the nose become wider the lower down you go? If it did not, it would be a big problem for the mouth, because things like raindrops would flow into it. For this reason, the nose widens at the bottom. It is marvelous to think about this as we look at the human face. 19. If you look at the lips, you will find they are amazing. The lips and teeth work well together. How far apart are they? Not more than a few millimeters. This is very dangerous. Even a small mishap can create a big problem. But do we worry about this? When we are eating, we just think about eating and don't give it a second thought. Isn't the tongue awesome as well? Inside the mouth, the tongue pushes and pulls, moving in and out between the upper and lower teeth while they are working together like a thresher. Yet the tongue and the teeth work in accord, without running into conflict. They fit together like a magic box. I speak very quickly. Even though I speak so fast, and it is the first time for us to meet, I can resonate with you well and we can become very close through words. Truly the tongue is an amazing instrument of harmony. What if the tongue only worked like a finger? It would cause a serious problem.